Welcome, Sandra.
Thank you.
Sandra is going to be one of over 30 authors at the Spring Book Bash that is taking place on Saturday, April 25th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Randall House in downtown Greer, South Carolina. We are going to have over 50 different genres represented, authors from 7 or 8 states. So we have a big variety coming. Sandra, please tell us about the books that you'll be bringing with you.
I'm going to be bringing three books.
Mhm.
My first one, Fantastical Animals Living in a Changing World, A to Z. My second one is Be Flamazing. And my third one is Grayson's Quest. And they're all children's hardcover books.
Do you happen to have those covers to share?
Yes, I do.
Ooh,
Here's the first one.
beautiful.
And that was an interesting story how this all got started, which I'll get into later. This is the second one. I don't know if I'm putting these up where you can see them,
Yep,
but
I can see them very well. Yay.
and
Love the
that's about a
flamingo.
flamingo that lacks self-confidence.
Oh, is that even possible?
Yeah. And this is the third one. This is
Hmm.
Grayson's Quest. This just came
Mm,
out this year.
wow. So tell us about how you got started in the first book.
Well, I during COVID, I taught myself how to watercolor
Oh,
using YouTube.
that's
I was
awesome.
I
Great.
know, and I just every day I painted and it was
Mhm.
a lot of fun. And at one point, I realized I was doing really well and I started painting animals. And I had them all lined up. And I thought, wow, this could be a book.
Ah.
And I've always wanted to write children's books, but
Mhm.
life gets in the way.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so at age 70, I'm teaching myself how to watercolor. And at age 72, I wrote my first book.
Awesome.
And how it came about was I have a friend that's a publisher for
Mhm.
indie authors. And I went to him and said, "Do you think I have a book here?" And he said, "Well, yeah, but everybody's got an ABC book. Why don't you try and do something different?"
Mm.
So I spent some time thinking about that.
Mhm.
And I decided to do it on change, how the
Okay.
animals face change in their environments and how they adapt. And I
Mm.
wanted the children to realize that your environment changes too. You go to a new school, you get a new teacher, sometimes you move out of state, got new friends. So we learn to adapt. And
Mm.
that's what the story is about. So each animal has their own story, but I also talk to the children about their story. So
Very good. So how did you come up with book 2?
book two just came to me in the middle of the night.
Love it.
I don't know if you know how that happens, but
Yep,
it does. I
very
just
well.
started thinking, what am I going to do next? And I
Mhm.
wanted a book to follow on the heels of the first one.
Mhm.
And so I started thinking about this flamingo, and I was going to do a completely different story. I actually had it all mapped out. It was pretty much ready to go. And I decided, no, I don't like it. And so I started all over again and decided to do it on self confidence.
Oh.
So in a way, it's a story about me,
Oh,
about how I lacked self confidence and how I found my self confidence through friends and family helping me through those tough times.
so how about book 3? You said that one was just published this year.
Yes, just in January.
Okay.
And that one is about a panda who is searching for the key to happiness. And the reason I wrote this book is I felt there was so much unhappiness in the world right now. And I
True.
feel bad for kids. I think you need
Yeah.
to know how to find happiness. They are around negativity all the time.
Mhm.
So that's what that story's about.
I love it because we definitely do need more happiness in this.
Hmm.
Every little bit helps so much.
Yes,
Uh,
yes. And
so,
at a young age, you want to be happy. You know, you need to find simple things that make you happy.
and not only that, but if you're not happy when you're small, do you
Yeah.
ever find happiness then?
Yeah, you can grow up to be a very bitter person.
Mhm. So we need those kiddos to be really happy
Yes.
and figure out how to do that, make that happiness without worrying about all this world negativity because there's
Right.
plenty of that to go around.
Right. And social media doesn't help. You know, the kids get
True.
hooked on social media and they don't interact.
Yep.
So, interaction is a very important part of finding your happiness.
That is
So,
so awesome. And I love that you w- did your watercolors. I mean,
yes.
you hand did all of these.
Yes.
And that is so awesome. So many times I hear from children's book authors and they have the story, but then they have to go find the illustrator.
And I think that's what always held me back from writing anything
Mhm.
because I always wanted to do children's books, but that was the thing. I thought, who do you get
Mhm.
to illustrate it?
Yep.
And I do have some painting background.
Okay.
So it's just that I never knew how to do watercolor. And I knew that
Oh.
watercolor would be the best thing. I love
Yeah.
Eric Carle, Very Hungry
Okay.
Caterpillar. I remember when I first saw
Yep.
that book, I thought, that's what I want to do. I want to do
Mhm.
my own illustrations like that. I want colorful, vibrant, different colors that you don't expect, you know.
Yeah. So you said that you do have a painting background. So what were you previously using
I
before
was using
watercolors?
acrylic.
Okay.
And I did that was in my 20s and 30s. And then, of
Mhm.
course, life got in the way and I didn't paint for many, many, many years. And then started doing those paint and sip classes. That
Oh
was a lot of
yeah.
fun. Yeah. And, but there's no place to store those, you
Yes.
know, unless you're going to sell them, there's no place to store them. So I thought, nah, this isn't for me anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't know what made me decide to try watercolor, but YouTube, I think what I saw was an ad on Facebook or something for watercolor
Mhm.
classes. And
Ah,
that's what started it.
and that to me is so wonderful when you see something like that and you go, "I wanna do that." And even if you don't do it right then, because how many years ago was it that you saw that book? That book's been out for so long, and then it never left you,
Right.
and then you finally have the time and opportunity to be able to do that. That is
Hmm.
so wonderful.
Yeah.
So you've got the 3 books. Do you have any plans for more?
Right now, I am trying to concentrate on my painting
Okay.
because when you're doing a book, you get away from learning
Mhm.
and of the painting. Just like if you get away from writing, you get away from that too. So
Yep.
I decided to take this year and do some more painting.
Oh.
And but I did start a coloring book, which is going to be
Ooh.
based on my first book of the animals, Fantastical Animals. And I went ahead and sent for proof, and I'm
Mhm.
getting ready to go with that. So it'll be like an add on to the book.
Nice. That'll be fun. Coloring books are
Yes,
always my favorites.
yes,
I always
yes,
love those.
yes. So it'll be the same animals that are in the book,
Okay.
but it'll be a coloring book.
Now, are you doing that just with book 1 or are you gonna do that with all 3?
I might do it with all three, or I might combine the second book and the third book together.
Oh,
And because
okay.
the paintings are completely different. So, like in the Fantastical Animals, they're individual animals, and they're
Okay.
just fun paintings.
Mhm.
The second and third book, they're scenes,
Yeah.
so they're different. Yeah.
That could be an adult coloring book with the
Yes, it
scenes.
could. Yes.
And say the younger kids that the books were originally written for, they like just solid animals, but as you get older, I see so many adults doing coloring books
Yes. I
now
did
that
them. I did them for years, probably
mhm,
about 7 or 8 years,
mhm.
and I just loved it. It was so relaxing
Yep.
and just, you're watching TV and you just start coloring.
Remembering those days when all you had to
Yes.
do was color.
Yes. Yes.
So in those years, what did you do prior to being an author?
Oh my gosh. You want me to ask my husband? He's like, "What haven't you done?" I have tried everything. I'm very crafty, very creative.
Okay.
I've done the acrylic painting. I did try oil painting. I didn't like that at all. I've done mosaic. I've
Mm.
done counted cross stitch, embroidery, knitting, crocheting. You name it, I've done it.
That is awesome. Now, did you have a 9 to 5 job or
Yes. I
okay.
worked for the phone company. I'm from
Oh,
California, Northern California originally.
okay.
And I worked for the phone company out there and retired from that. And then my husband got transferred to New Jersey. We lived there for a couple of years. And then we got transferred to Chicago,
Hmm.
lived there for 28 years, and
Oh,
then
wow.
moved here to South Carolina. So we've been here 10 years now.
What brought you to South Carolina?
We started looking at different states about 5 years before we moved. We thought, let's just go on vacation, see if we like this state, look around, see what kind of homes are available. And one time we started in Savannah
Mm,
and worked our way up from Savannah to Charleston all the way to the upstate.
mhm.
And I fell in love with it up here. I
Mm.
just thought it's perfect because it reminded me a lot of California. I'm close
Oh,
to the mountains and I'm
mhm.
close to the ocean. Not as close
Yep.
to the ocean, but still close to the ocean. And that's what made me fall in love with the area. And the town reminded me, we live in Anderson, and the town
Mhm.
reminded me of the town that we came from in Illinois that we
Oh,
really enjoyed. So,
yeah, it's I absolutely love this area, and exactly for that. You're close to
yeah.
the mountains, you're close to the ocean. I mean,
Hmm.
it's not really that far. It's about 4-ish hours to the
Right.
coast from the
It's nothing.
upstate. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that is just wonderful.
Yeah.
Um, well, I am so glad that you have joined me today for this to get to know you, get to know your paintings and your books that will be there. I'm really looking forward to seeing that all in person at the
Thank
end of
you.
April.
I'm really looking forward to it. This is my first time, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to meet the other authors as well.
It will be a good time. It will be so much fun. There's going to be pancakes there. There's going to mini
Oh, wow.
pancakes, um, which are more like dessert. And there's going to be a non-alcoholic beverage bar, so
Nice.
it's going to be really good.
Nice.
So I will see you at the end of April. Thanks for
Thank you. I
coming.
look forward to it. It was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.